I'll just start with a line from a prayer we do every morning. Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata Tarat Mahat. Pavan Guru, the air is our Guru. Pani Pita, our father is the water. Mata Tarat Mahat, our mother is Mother Earth. And it's a reminder for us that the Guru is teaching us about the close link between nature and our spirituality. Within the Guru Granth Sahib, our holy book, our living Guru, you will see so much symbolism about the tree of life, rivers, ocean of existence. Nature is consistently used to remind us about our own spirituality. And what I personally find is there's been a disconnect between ourselves and nature. I'm probably the first person in my generation who doesn't have a close link to nature. My father moved to the UK, but grew up farming. My grandfather was a farmer. My great-grandfather fought in World War I, but was also a farmer. So they were very close to earth, very close to farming. They understood the delicate balance of nature. And I think that's something me personally have forgotten. I moved here in 2001 from the UK, and I was quite awestruck by the amount of nature surrounding me, especially on Vancouver Island. And I used to joke that the only thing I really knew was different types of concrete coming from West London. Now over the years, I've learned to appreciate nature, and the group I work with, Khalsa Aid, we're a humanitarian relief group. We're across the globe doing work, or what we call seva, service, helping others. And increasingly within Canada, what we've noticed, it's climate change related. So Baljeet Benji, if you just wave, she's got the camera in her hand. She's our Metro Vancouver director. And in 2021, we went from horrific forest fires in BC. We had felt like a month break, and we went straight into the floods. So it was just unbelievable the amount of work we were doing that was directly related to climate change. And now it's become the norm. In fact, we're trying to grow chapters in Canada, which are in the northern parts of Canada, because we know that part of Canada is getting impacted. And we've partnered with a lot of Indigenous groups as well to aid us in how to do our work. I'll just give you one story, a news item that came out recently. And unfortunately, in Colombia, there'd been a plane crash. All the adults had died. 4 children had survived. And it didn't really make the news that much, I noticed. I picked it up on YouTube. So the Colombian government, the army, spent weeks looking for these children, feeling that they are out there, I believe, in the Amazon alive. And they did find them. All 4 children, I think from the age of 1 to about 13, were alive. How did they survive? They were indigenous. They had been taught about the forest, about the jungle, and they knew exactly which plants and fruits to eat and which ones to avoid. So, a lot of people are saying it was a miracle, they were found. I believe, well, that's the knowledge that's been imparted to them, which for many, it's been lost. We've become very urban, and I think that disconnect from Mother Earth, that disconnect from nature is what in some parts is allowing this climate change and essentially abuse of the climate, this desperate need to get as much resources out of Earth for our own pleasures. That's what's impacting us. That's what I believe. When I look at my own faith, when you go to India and Pakistan, we have places of worship on both sides of the Punjab border there. You will find gurdwaras that are built because the Guru sat under a tree to get shade, or he did some preaching under a tree. So because of that tree, a gurdwara, a place of worship, has grown around it and a community. You go to Punjab Sahib in Punjab on the Pakistan side, and there's a natural spring, and a gurdwara has been built around that, and it's linked to Guru Nanak. So within our faith, we see a lot of this, but I think even we as a community start disconnecting from this. And it's very important as human beings to really reconnect with nature and understand this very delicate balance that there is. Because sometimes I feel, we say we're saving the planet, but really we're trying to save ourselves and our future and our children's future. The planet, could be destroyed in some sense of the word, but it will regenerate. It may take millions of years. It's not going away. We are the ones who are going to go away. And in our kind of home or ego, we think we can control nature and we can do whatever we need to do. But I think if, from my own faith and just general idea is we need to reconnect with nature and try to understand that delicate balance and understand that, like Shabad at the beginning, hymn, Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata Tart Mahat. Thank you.